Hi guys, welcome back to DIY Agric, your number one animal scientist and your poultry success partner. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 valuable tips that will help you increase your poultry profits against all odds. That is regardless of the feed price that is always increasing. In fact, that skyrocketing increase in price of feed is so crazy. But against all that, I'm going to teach you 10 tips that will help you still increase your poultry profit. So if you think this kind of content is valuable to you, I want you to hit the subscribe button right there if you're here to do so, and also hit the like button. Alright, so let's dive in. 10 valuable tips that will help you increase your poultry profit. Yes, number one is get trained. Get trained. Yeah, a lot of people have money, they have the startup capital, and they just go into the business of poultry without getting the required training. Yeah, some of them, they just go through blogs and they just read up some things and they start. Of course, it may help you to start, but you need somebody to train you. You need somebody to guide you before you can say, okay, you are going to be able to maximize profit, because the experience that the person is going to be passing on to you will matter a lot. Instead of you starting from scratch and having to learn everything by trial and error, you'll be able to learn from the person's experience. They will tell you, okay, these are the places that will buy this and that, and all those valuable tips will actually help you. So there are several advantages of getting trained by somebody who knows it. So you follow somebody who knows the road. Yeah, that's it. And the second point is to produce what your customers want, not necessarily what you like, but more importantly, what your customers want. Don't get lost in the idea of, okay, maybe you saw somebody doing some things online and you want to do the same thing, you want to replicate it in your area. You have to be driven by what your customers want. Are there customers for that product that you want to be putting out? Are people in your area actually into buying chickens that are 6 weeks old, or they love to buy chickens or broilers that are 3 months old? You should focus on it and not just raise 6 weeks chickens because you see DIY Agri preaching the gospel of 6 weeks chickens. So you need to produce what your customers want, what they need, what they're asking for. Yeah, you need to carry out the market survey, look at what they want, and then you go into that. If you do that, definitely you are meeting you are solving a problem, you are meeting a need, and you will definitely have customers coming. And the third on the list is make your own poultry feed. Yes, this might not be something you want to start with when you're just starting out, but then it should be something you are really considering, because if you make your own poultry feed, definitely you're going to be saving on a lot of things. For example, you don't have to get customized bags, and the cost of producing customized bags alone has been removed from it. You'll be getting the ingredients that you need in large quantities, so that will help you, and there's no way you produce your own feed that you will not save at least 20% of the cost of feed. So it is always wiser to produce your own feed. For this reason, I'm going to be hosting a masterclass very soon, so I'll be leaving a link in the description of this video so you can join the waiting list. It's going to be hopefully later this month. I'm going to be doing a masterclass on poultry feed formulation. I'll be teaching you everything you need to know about poultry feed formulation. You'll be able to produce your own feed by yourself. You'll be able to manipulate the formula to favor you. So there's a lot coming into that masterclass. So if you want to join, you better follow the link in the description of this video. And number four, since we are talking about poultry, we are talking about chickens, you need to buy your birds from the best source. Yeah, the best source possible. You need to be sure of the quality of the birds that you are bringing in. You don't want to buy chickens that will not grow on your farm. You don't want to buy chickens from vendors that will put cockerels in place of broilers. You just want to follow the right path, because it's only when you are training healthy and quality chickens or chicks that you can get the best result. No matter what you do on your farm, if the chicks that you bring in are bad, you are going to get a very bad result. So for that, in case you are interested in booking for day-old chicks, poults, that's turkey, the young turkeys, point of lay and all that, you can reach me. You also see my contact in the description of this video, and I'll be leaving my phone number, the WhatsApp number that you can contact on the screen. So make sure to reach out to DIY Agric, and if you're not satisfied, neither are we. So just make sure that you contact us and we'll serve you so well. Yeah, number 5 is to do something to the unproductive chickens that you have on your farm. Yeah, you need to find something to do. For example, if you have some RUNTS On your farm, runts are the birds that refuse to grow as fast as the rest of the flock. So you have to do something to it. It's either you call them or sell them off, because runts will just be hitting almost the same quantity of feed that the rest of the flock are hitting, and they won't give you the kind of conversion that you need. So you can choose to do anything. I have a video where I talked about the things that I do to runts. I'll be leaving the link up here so you can check and see what you can do to runts. Another important tip for you, which is number 6, is for you to buy your inputs in bulk. As with many things, prices are just going up. I've never really seen a time where the prices of inputs come down significantly. So it is always good for you to buy your inputs in bulk. Don't start going to the market every 2 days or 3 days to buy your inputs. Make sure that you save up some money and then buy your inputs in good quantity at a time. Now, number seven, this is very important and you really want to listen to every part of this. Number 7 is to embrace organic poultry. Yes, as an organic poultry expert, I can tell you that once you master the art of organic poultry, you are able to reduce costs. Even if you can't make your chickens completely 100% organic, I tell you, as you begin to implement the knowledge that you have in organic poultry, you'll be able to bring down your cost. Let me explain further. For example, if your birds have coccidiosis and you know the treatment for the organic treatment for coccidiosis, you can easily apply it. If tomorrow they have CRD and you don't know the organic treatment, or you don't have the means, you don't have the herbs necessary, you can decide to use your synthetic drugs and everything will be fine. So in this way, you are able to bring down the cost of treatment by just understanding what organic poultry is and the things that you can use for each disease. For this, I have a course, organic poultry course, that you can take. It's just 7,500 naira, and in that course I'm going to be giving you my 3 ebooks, which are already worth 8,500. I'm going to be giving you for free. I also show you demonstration videos of how to make apps. This is incredible. Everybody who I send the curriculum always asks me, is this all that you will teach for 7,500? So for now, the fee is still 7,500 and it may increase anytime soon. So if you like to take the course, you get trained and certified as an organic poultry farmer, and you can begin to implement this knowledge. You can begin to implement the things that you learn on your farm for better profits. Number 8 is to minimize manpower. Yes, I mean to minimize the number of persons working on your farm. As much as you can, try to involve the use of technology, whether advanced or cheap technology. Try to involve the use of technology. Humans are not as effective as we may think. It is with humans that we'll find issues like pilfering, that is stealing. A lot of farms complain of people stealing their eggs and all those things. So try to automate processes as much as you can. You don't have to go and borrow all the money in this world, but as much as you can. You can start from using automatic drinkers, which will help you to reduce the number of people that are working in your farm. The number of people that can handle per 1,000 birds is reduced when you start to use your automatic drinkers. If you're able to take your layers into cage instead of raising them in deep litter, that is part of using cheap technology to maximize or optimize your workflow. So this will help you to maximize profit. Imagine the number of persons you'll be paying per month will be reduced. All those things will come back to you in terms of profit. And number nine, you need to improve your management based on your experience. You learn from your mistakes. You ensure that the past result is not better than the current result. You ensure that at every point in time you are improving on the kind of result that you are getting. And when you make mistakes or when you encounter challenges, you ensure that those challenges are your climbing or your stepping stone. They are your ladder to success. You don't let those problems just come and pass you by without you learning something from it. So ensure that you improve your management as much as possible. Tell your workers must ensure that the production they get this month is better than what they got last month. It is very important because it is when you are improving on your management that your profit will also increase. I'm going to give you a very simple and typical example. It is good for you to be able to treat diseases when they occur, but somebody who is trying to improve management will understand why the diseases happen at first and then try as much as possible to prevent them from happening. In that way, you are able to save on the cost of drugs that you will use if the diseases eventually occur. So imagine that you are able to raise broilers for 6 weeks and this batch you treat them 3 times for coccidiosis, and in the subsequent time you are able to maximize or improve your management of the litter, and then you only treat coccidiosis once, you'll be able to save money for drugs. In that way, you are adding to your profit. And number 10, finally number 10, if you have come so far, I tell you, you are the best, you are the best. And please don't make it this far without subscribing to the channel and also clicking that like button. It's very important for DIY Agri, so that YouTube can get this video out to many others. Whatever is good for me is actually good for you, because I'll keep putting out more videos for you. So just make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed, make sure you hit the like button. And one more step that you should take is to click on the notification bell, so that you'll be the first person to get my updates when they come. So number 10 is very important. Add value to your customers. Okay, let me put it this way. Add more value for your customers. More value for your customers. Nobody wants to perceive that you want to actually get something out of them. Nobody wants to perceive that you are trying to rip them off. Maybe not rip off, but everybody is just selfish in a way. They don't want to know or find out or discover that you are trying to get something from them. Then naturally and subconsciously, they just withdraw. Or when they discover that it's like you're just giving them more value than they are paying for, then they will always come. Or you are giving them the kind of value they can't find elsewhere, they will keep running after you. That is what you should do. As an entrepreneur, as a poultry farmer, you need to be able to optimize or maximize your services to your customers. So back to the point, add value for your customers. The customers that you have been providing with live chickens, and some of them may not really find it easy to go through the process of defeathering or processing the chicken and then putting it inside their freezer. You can decide to go into processing of chickens. Once you add that to your services, you're also expanding in the value chain and you are getting more profit for yourself. Apart from the fact that a lot of customers will be drawn to you for that added value, you have also created another market for yourself. New customers will come that are only interested in processed birds. You can still be selling your live chickens even while processing some. So you need to constantly evolve in your business. You need to constantly add more value, add more value, add more value. Most of the time, these telecommunication companies come with, okay, they say there's bonus. If you recharge, we'll give you so bonus. This is adding value to what you're already getting. Nobody wants to just keep getting the same thing for the same price. They want to have some bonus. They want to have some, some kind of Black Friday bonanza feel, and it's good to make your customers happy. If you do so, it will all come back to you. All right, so that's all the 10 points, that's all the 10 valuable tips that I have for you. And I tell you, I promise you, if you're able to implement all these, your profit will be shooting for the roof. All right, so once again, this is DIY Agri, your number one animal scientist and your poultry success partner. Until the next time, peace.